Hello, and welcome to
Hi.
another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. And happy Friday for those who are on Friday, and happy Saturday for those who are already enjoying the weekend. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for today.
Okay, today our topic for empowering lives is why the quality of your daily decisions shape the quality of your future.
Yes, thank you, Isabel. So that's our topic for today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Ashia Sayed. I'm originally from India. I moved to Maryland more than 28 years ago, and I live with my family. By profession, I'm a pharmacist, and now I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hello,
Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
yes.
Go
My
ahead,
name
Doc.
is okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Daxi Espiritu. I am proud Ilongga from Iloilo, Philippines. A wife, a mother of four, and a former registered nurse in the Philippines. I worked in Jeddah before for 12 years and moved to British Columbia. Uh, while building life in, I studied before and became RCA. And now, alongside my career, I am also a business owner and a mentor.
Christy?
Oh, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're watching us from. My name is Christiana. I am originally from Nigeria. I reside in Texas. I am a registered nurse by profession, and now I'm also a proud digital business owner and also a mentor. Thank you. Asma.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by profession. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. I also a proud digital business owner and a mentor.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sylvia. I'm originally from Zambia. I moved to Canada almost 5 years ago. I'm a proud mother of four grown children and five amazing grandchildren. I worked in the hospitality industry for over 25 years in management, and now I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hello everyone, I am Asma Harisa, digital business mentor. I am a stay-at-home mom of three and I live in USA with my family.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I live in North Carolina. I am a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a former educational assistant, and now a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Im- Empowering lives through an online business. Why the quality of your daily decision shapes the quality of your future.
Thank you, Asma. So that's our topic for today. So welcome back to another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. And happy Friday for those who are on Friday, and happy Saturday for those who are already enjoying the weekend. So today's conversation is about something every one of us has complete control over, and that is our daily decisions. We cannot always control our circumstance. We cannot predict every opportunity, but we can decide how we respond. And every day we choose how we spend our time, what we learn, and how we treat people, whether we continue growing or remain where we are. So these seemingly ordinary choices quietly shape the life we experience in the future. So depending what decision we decide today, it will reflect in our future. So today let's explore 7 principles that remind us why every decision matters. And for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
Today, we'll be talking about every small decision becomes part of your future. Your priorities are reviewed by your decisions. Learning is a daily decision. Consistency matters more than occasional motivation. Every decision is an investment. Your environment influences your decision. Your future is built one decision at a time.
Thank you, Christy. So yeah, so those are our points that we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into our point, our first point.
So, hello everyone. My point number one is every small decision becomes part of your future. One thing I've learned throughout my journey is that our future is not shaped by one big decision alone. It is built by the small decision we make every day. When I was an RN in the Philippines, I never imagined that a decision to work in Saudi Arabia will prepare me for another opportunity in Canada. Later, choosing to study again, continue my healthcare career, and eventually learn about online business all started when one small decision at a time. When I discovered this online business, I didn't know everything. I wasn't tech savvy, and I have many questions. Besides, I made one simple decision to attend a complimentary webinar, Wednesday MMM, a DDI, and joining group lives with an open mind. That small decision led me to learn new skills, meet amazing community, and gain mentors, and discover opportunities that I never expected. Research shows that small consent decisions create habits, and those habits shape our future. We often focus on our big goals, but it's our daily choices that determine where we end up. Every decision to learn, improve, and step outside your comfort zone is an investment in your future. You may not see the result immediately, but its small step is moving you closer where you want to be. So guys, remember, every small decision becomes part of your future. Choosing growth every day because today's small decision can create tomorrow's biggest opportunities. Thank you. Back to you, Sandy.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dax.
that's
So Daxi just talked about every small decision becomes part of your future. So just like Daxi mentioned, every small decision you make today helps shape your future because consistent daily choices that we make today create a momentum that leads to extraordinary long-term results in the future. So now let's move on to our next point.
And our next point is your priority are revealed by your decisions. It's easy to say what's important to us. We can say we value health, we value our family, our personal growth, our goals, but our daily decision that's still a complete another story. So every choice we make reflect what we are prioritizing. If we constantly choose, learning, we prioritize growth. If we make reflects about our life, we are prioritizing our future. If we consistent choose healthy habits, we prioritizing our well-being. If we constantly choose the follow through and our commitment, we are prioritizing the future we want to create. So our life are not shaped by our intention alone, they are shaped by our actions. That's why it's important to pause and ask ourselves, are my daily actions aligned with the future I want to be, or I say I want? Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes it can be no. And that's when you made those adjustments. The good news is that every new day gives us a fresh opportunity to make better choices and better decisions. Remember, your future is built one decision at a time. When your decision reflect your priority, your action become more intentional, your progress become more consistent, and your future become more powerful and more purposeful. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. So yes, you just talk about your priorities are revealed by your decisions. So just like Jesse mentioned, your decisions reveal your priorities. So we have to choose them intentionally because the way we invest our time today shapes the future you're creating for tomorrow. And Jesse also added, so today make one decision that reflects the life you truly want to build because the choices you make today are creating the life you live tomorrow. So there you go. Okay, so now let's move on to the next point.
Our next point, I'll be talking about learning is a daily decisions. Let me say it, the world is changing every day, and the people who keep learning are the ones who keep moving forward. If you don't learn, you don't grow. Growth begins with curiosity. People that are curious, people that ask questions, people that seek questions, they are the ones that have clarity. Curious people don't pretend to know everything. They are willing to learn, they are willing to follow, and they are willing to practice. Every expert was once a beginner. So, whatever you are doing, and if you don't ask questions, if you don't learn every day, you're going to see yourself going down. When I started this online business, a lot of things I know today, I didn't know them. I didn't know how to go live on social media. I didn't know how to edit videos. I didn't know because we have so many resources that are here to equip us. And today we are better in our business. New skills create new possibilities. Every new skills opens a new door for everyone. The more you learn, the more opportunities you recognize. Skills can never be taken away from you. Whatever you have learned, it becomes part of you. Nobody's going to take it away. It becomes your nature. As a nurse, I have learned to be a nurse, so nobody's going to take it away from me. And another point I want to talk about is lifelong learning keeps us adaptable. The world is changing constantly. Are you willing to learn? Years back, we were not using social media this way. But today, everything is happening online. We buy online, we sell online, we meet people online. So the world is evolving. Then technology changes, job changes, business changes. Those who keep learning stay relevant. So I want to leave us with one thing. One lesson learned today may create tomorrow's opportunities. Any day you stop learning, that's the day you stop going down. Try as much as possible to learn every day and to be relevant in everything you do. Thank you so much. I send it back to Sandy.
Thank you, Christy. So, Christy just talked about learning is a daily decision. And just like Christy mentioned, learning helps you grow, it helps you adapt. So, and prepare you for those opportunities, that we might not see if we are not learning. So, once you start learning, you're able to expand um, your mindset, and you're able to see those opportunities that you couldn't see before. All right, so let's move on to the next point.
Yes, so I'm going to talk about how consistency matters more than occasional motivation. So, motivation naturally rises and falls. Discipline helps us continue when motivation fades. Consistency builds our confidence. Repetition strengthens positive habits. So, we have to take small daily small daily steps every day and build up our discipline and motivation so that we keep going. Long term success is often the result of persistent action. Small daily efforts accumulate over time. Success usually follows those who keep showing up. So, consistency quietly creates results the motivation alone cannot sustain. So, my reflection on today's topic would be success usually follows those who keep showing up. So the consistency quietly creates results that motivation alone cannot sustain. So we have to take small positive steps every day and keep ourselves motivated and keep ourselves in discipline. Thank you.
Thank you, Arshia. So Arshia just talked about consistency matters more than occasional motivation. And just like Arshia mentioned, um, it's very important to focus on consistency, because by showing up every day, you build those habits, and that momentum that will help you to lead to those lasting results. All right, so let's move on to the next point.
Today, I would like to share a simple but powerful thought that has changed the way I look at life. Many people think investing only means money, but the truth is, every single day we invest something even more valuable: our time, our energy, our attention, and our choices. Today's talking point is every decision is an investment. Let's explore how the choices we make today can shape the opportunities we have tomorrow. Have you ever noticed that every day we are making investment even if we don't realize it? When we spend time learning our new skills, we are investing in our future. When we choose healthy habits, we are investing in our well being. When we encourage someone, spend quality time with our family, or build meaningful relationships, we are investing in the people who matter most. Every decision we make with our time, energy, and attention shapes the life we will have tomorrow. The truth is, success isn't built by one big decision, it's built through the small, consistent choices we make every day. Today's decision become tomorrow's opportunities. So ask yourself, what am I investing in today? Choice choice investment that will benefit to your future, not just your present. Remember, every positive choice you make today has the potential to create opportunities and lasting rewards in the year ahead. May you make choices today that lead to a brighter future tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Asma. So yes, Asma just talked about every decision is an investment. And just like Asma mentioned, when you choose to invest, we have to pay attention, on how we invest our time, our energy, and our attention, because those decisions that we make today are the ones that are gonna become the opportunities for tomorrow. So, just like she mentioned, all those daily decisions that we make, or choices that we make during our day, or every time, will reflect in our future later on. So, okay, so let's move on to the next point.
So the next point is your environment influences your decisions. When I read this topic, it really spoke to my heart because I've experienced just how much our environment can shape our lives. When I first came to Canada, everything was new. I had left behind my family, my friends, my career, and everything familiar. Then the pandemic happened, followed by one of my biggest battles of my life, which was I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. At that point, I had two choices. I could surround myself with fear, negativity, and hopelessness, or I could choose to surround myself with faith, encouragement, and people who believed there was still a future ahead of me. I'm so grateful I chose the second. The people we spend time with influence how, oh gosh, the people we spend time with influence how we think, how we make decisions, and even what we believe is possible. That's one of the reasons I love being part of a positive online community. I'm constantly learning from people who encourage me to keep growing, even when the things feel uncomfortable. They remind me that age isn't a limitation. It's never too late to learn something new, and that every step forward matters. I've also learned that sometimes we need to protect our environments. That might mean spending less time listening to negative voices and more time listening to people who inspire us. Because the truth is, if you're always surrounded by doubt, it's very hard to believe in yourself. But when you're surrounded by people who lift you up, challenge you, and genuinely want to see you succeed, you begin making better decisions every single day. So my simple takeaway is it's it's a simple takeaway. Choose environments that help you grow, not ones that keep you stuck. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sylvia. So yeah, so Sylvia just talked about your environment influences your decision, and just like Sylvia shared her story, where she has two choices. So she decided, to go through the positive environment, the people. So it shows that your environment influences your decisions. So when you surround yourself with the people and places that encourage you to grow. For example, she was saying, it's never too late to learn something. Those positive influences help you build those better habits, and it helps you make those wiser choices. So just like she mentioned, she's grateful that she made the right decision um, for her future. All right, so let's move on to the next point.
Okay. So your future is built one decision at a time. And there was a time when I believed that if my circumstances change, my life would finally change too. I was waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect timing, and some big breakthrough that would completely transform my future. But life taught me something very different. The future isn't changed by one extraordinary moment. It's changed by ordinary decisions made with extraordinary purpose. So, as a wife, as a mother, and as an immigrant, I spent over 20 years making decisions based on survival. Every choice I made was about paying my bills, supporting my family, and doing what I believed was necessary. But one day I asked myself this question: am I making decisions based on the life I'm living today or the life I want to create tomorrow? And that's when I realized that every decision is planting a seed, choosing to grow instead of staying comfortable, choosing to learn instead of saying, I'm too tired or I'm too old, or choosing courage instead of fear, choosing to believe that my story wasn't over. None of those decisions transformed my life overnight, but together they completely changed the direction of my future. Uh, because uh, the decisions you make are shaping the identity long before it it changes your circumstances. So if you want a different tomorrow, don't wait for a different year. Start making a difference. Start making a different decision today. One choice, one step, one day at a time. Because you can't change everything at once. You have to do it little by little. And the future isn't something that suddenly appears. It's quietly being created by the choices you make when no one else is noticing. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. So Isabel just talk about your future is built one decision at a time, just like Isabel mentioned, when you make those consistent choices that we make today, it shape who we want, the identity of who we want to become in the future. It shapes the life you will live tomorrow. So those consistent decisions make it's shaping that future that you're building in the future. Okay, so Isabel also added, every intentional decision you make today is building the person and the future you will experience tomorrow. So there you go. Okay, so let's go and find out what is our key takeaway for this topic today.
So today's conversation reminds us that the future is not created by luck. It is built by decisions, by consistency, by learning, and by discipline, and by choosing every day to become a little better than we were yesterday. So remember, you don't have to change your entire life today. You simply need to make one better decision than you made yesterday. Over time, those choices become habits. Those habits become your character, and your character helps shape the future you create.
Thank you, Shia. So that's our key topic, key takeaway for today's topic. Now let's find out what is a reflective question for the audience.
So here is question to reflect on today. What is one daily decision you can improve this week that your future self will thank you for 1 year from now? Sometimes one intentional choice becomes the beginning of a completely different future. Thank you.
Thank you, Daxi. So Daxi just talked about a reflective question for the audience. So now we have arrived to the end of our lives. So we hope so that what we share today, why the quality of your daily decisions that you make on a daily basis, sorry, the redundant, it shapes that quality future that you have to have, that you want to have in the future. So remember, every decision you make is a step towards the future you want to create. So choose each day with purpose, keep learning, stay consistent, and trust that small, wise choices that we made over time can lead to those extraordinary results we want in the future. So now let's find out what is our topic for next Friday.
So, next Friday's topic is how to build a plan B without working more hours.
Yes, thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, so that's our topic for next Friday. So don't miss it. That's a very good topic, how you can create a plan B without working those extra hours. So stay tuned for that for next Friday. So we have arrived to the end of our lives. We want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey and for being part of our community. And we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed Saturday for those who are on Saturday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So, thank you again for being here with us, and we'll see you again in our next episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.